everyone, welcome back. It is, what month is it? February favorites. I had like a brain fart. It is February favorites. I hope you guys had a wonderful month. I had several products that I've been loving this month. A few I have shown in my Friday videos and a few I haven't. I do actually have one fail this month. I don't usually include fails, but this product was such a fail that it actually failed in the middle of a video. I didn't include the footage because I didn't want the video to be too long, but I applied it and I was like, what in the what? So anyways, I will share that with you probably towards the end of the video because I like to start off on a positive note. If you're not subscribed to me already, go ahead and subscribe down below. And don't forget to click the bell icon that's going to alert you when I post a video. So let's just go ahead and get started into some of my monthly favorites. Okay, let's just start with eyes because I really love eyeshadow. These two pigments, or more pigments, came out from Makeup Geek this month. I did do a full video swatching all of the pigments, so if you're interested in that, I will leave it probably maybe along the screen somewhere, or you can check down below. I'll try and link it, or you can just go and look back through my videos. Anyways, they came out with some foiled glosses and some foiled pigments. Now, I said in the video that I didn't care for the foiled glosses, but these foiled pigments, oh my goodness, they're so good. I absolutely love them, but I do have two favorites from the collection. I've been trying to wear most of them on my eyes since I got them. Today I'm wearing the shade Illusion, which looks pink. Okay, but when you swatch it, it's like this white gold. It's incredible because like literally it's on your finger and it's pink, and then you put it on your hand and it's white gold, or on your eye even, and it's white gold. It's beautiful, and that's why it's called Illusion, because it's such an illusion. You think it's pink? Nope, it's not. And then this other shade right here is called Firefly, and I just love it because it's this beautiful like tangerine almost golden shimmer, and I just think it's gorgeous. So I'm going to swatch both of these for you. They apply beautifully. I use a little bit of Fix Plus to apply them, but they apply without a base at all, and they stay on your eyes. They're just the most beautiful looking colors. So this one is Illusion, and you see that it's so pretty. It like has this like, in some lights it does look pink, but then when you shift it, it has this like golden white gold shift to it. So I love Illusion, and it's super duper metallic. I love this one on the inner corner. Let me just put a little bit on my inner corner right here. I love it all over the lid, which is how I'm wearing it today. It's just such a universal color. I think a lot of people would really like this color. And then if you really do like warmer colors as well, this is a great color because I think you could, I've been pairing this with like really super warm shades just because it is almost like an orange, and then it has that super golden shift to it. Again, I mean, just so beautiful. Let me just get a better swatch here. There is the shade Firefly. I mean, just absolutely beautiful and stunning. And I mean, you could do so much with this color. You can even pair it with greens, but I've just been loving it, loving these so much just because they are such a great formula, dry and wet. And they have such nice, like, they just really catch the light, and they stay on my eyes all day, and they don't like crease up into my, I mean, it's hard. You do have some transfer, but they're not just like crazy and everywhere, and they don't make my lids look crepey. I was going to include the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadows, but let me just tell you a little story, and it's called, I've included them in like the last 5 or 6 videos. Like every single chance I have, I'm like, Stila, flash it by the screen because I love those things so much. So I just had to do it. But those things are incredible. I've been using them like literally since I got them. Since we are on the topic of eyes, I'm pulling out all my Naked palettes. As you know, I was practicing today with this look. I'm filming it for Friday. I was gonna post it for today's video, but I'm doing it in collab with my friend Stephanie from Babs Beauty, and I'm just doing that part of the video. I'm going through all the Naked palettes, but she's never done a Naked one palette video, so we decided to collab on that one together. She had a few things come up, so anyways, I'm posting that video on Friday. So I was practicing this look because I've been using this palette a ton, and I've been trying to come up with like some more natural looks, and then some more smoky looks. This palette if you don't have it, it's literally just one of the best. I love the Naked 2 for cool tone looks, and I love this one for more warm tone looks, but you can also get a cooler tone look using this palette because it has this like gunmetal shade and the creep color, which is like the black. It has a little bit of sparkle in it. But every single shade in this palette is used by me and it's loved by me. I would say that these two are the least used. Well, mainly this last gunmetal color. It's still beautiful, but it pulls more of like a bluish gunmetal, but it still is a pretty color. But I just love this shade in Smog, which is a really nice for like a bronze eye. It's just, the shades in here are so great. I mean, Half Baked is the most beautiful gold shade all over the lid. That right there. And then what's another one that I want to swatch? Toasted is more of like this like mauve shimmer. It has the only thing it doesn't have is a matte brow bone highlight, but I always use Virgin, which is the brow bone highlight I have on today, but it's just like a little bit of a sheen. So it has two transition colors, Naked and Buck, which are really nice medium tone brown shades. One's more cooler, which is Naked, and Buck is a little bit warmer. And then it just has like gorgeous lid shades and beautiful, just, I use these colors like Dark Horse and Toasted and Hustle and Creep. I use that in my like outer corner and even drag it through my crease a little bit, and it just gives like such a beautiful look. So I'm going to be doing so many looks with this palette, but if you don't have it, it's definitely an absolute must have, and it's a palette to pull back out. And so pull it back out. We're going to do some looks with it. I'm going to do a smoky look and I'm going to do an everyday look. And yeah, that's what I have on my eyes today with the, it's like one of those palettes that I'm like, you don't have that palette, you absolutely need it. It's an everyday palette, and it's for someone also who I think is looking for a great palette to purchase and they just maybe want one palette. I always recommend the Naked palette. Okay, this foundation, I think I mentioned it in another favorites video, but I just had to talk about it again. The Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint has just been my go-to. I like to mix a little bit more full coverage foundation in with this because it has, I would say, medium buildable coverage, but I love the way that this looks and feels on the skin and lasts on my skin. The shade that I have is in Classic Ivory, and I find that that is the best matching to my skin. So it has like a doe foot wand applicator, and it's just a beautiful everyday foundation. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on right here. I apply it with a brush. Do I have a brush in here to apply this with? Yes, I do. I like to apply it with a brush, and it blends in so beautifully on my skin. A lot of people have said that they have a problem with this oxidizing a little bit. Maybe it does, but I think the deal is, for me, why I love it so much is because Classic Ivory is a perfect color for me, but it's a little bit light when it goes on, but then since it oxidizes just a little bit, it's like that perfect shade. I just love this so much. When I'm wearing it, my skin looks and feels super healthy and glowy. I've gotten so many compliments recently on my skin, and I definitely think it's due to this foundation. So try this out if you haven't had an opportunity to try it out. I think it's a really great foundation that people are going to like for everyday wear. Okay, I've been using a lot of different cream contours recently. I talked about the Milani one in a Friday video last week, but this is something that I have loved for so long, and I pulled it back out recently this month and have been going in on it, and it's from Sonia Kashuk. It is the Sonia Kashuk Rich Bronze Cream Bronzer. This is called the Undetectable Cream Bronzer. I love this. This shade is not a dupe for the Chanel one, but they do have a shade that is a dupe for it. I think that this is the darker shade right here. Out of the two, because they do have two different colors, the lighter shade is a dupe for the Chanel one. I have the Chanel one and I don't use it as much as I use this. I love the way that this applies. I think it's just a more flattering color, and it's just a great product. As you can see, this is used and totally loved. But I like the way that it feels more creamy, and then, why? I don't think that wasn't a good swatch. Let me get a good one. It goes on. It looks a little bit like it's like an orangey shade, but I use like a nice buffing brush with it. And when you buff it into the skin, it almost turns to a powder, but it doesn't disrupt your foundation. it's just, it looks so good on, and every time I wear it, I really feel like it brings a lot of life to my face, and I love the way that it dries down, and I love the consistency of it more than I like the Chanel one. And the Chanel one's like 50 bucks, and this is like $13. You can find it Sonia Kashuk products at Target, but I love this product and I've been using it a ton. I have like a Sigma brush that I use, and I just kind of buff in the contour, and I use it right here and on my forehead and on my jawline, because you know I gotta fake that chin. So it does come with the sponge, and as you can see, it's like clean as a whistle. Never use the sponge. Don't know how I would use that sponge for that unless I was gonna like go all over the face and have some like real extreme bronzer, but I use this to contour with, and it's beautiful. Okay, let's talk about hair, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I love this Ouai wave spray. I've talked about it before, but I literally cannot stop using it because I've been just letting my hair air dry and then just going a chew chew chew, a chew chew, like what happens with my hair I have no idea, but it just gets like really wild and crazy. And I just spray this wave spray in, and I just let it go wild and free. I just let it have its moment in time. I don't know what it does, but like as you can see, there's no rhyme or reason for some of my hair. It literally has a mind of its own. If I scrunch it up, it like will do more uniform curls, but if I literally just don't brush it and I'm just like, I have to brush the top because my top will get absolutely absurd, like it's almost embarrassing, but I will blow dry the top a little bit and then I'll just like let the rest of it go, and that's how I get these like beachy waves. And this wave spray is glorious. It smells good. It doesn't leave my hair sticky, but it just gives it like a little bit of texture, and then it just helps my waves. And then I go riding in my Jeep and I'm like, and I mean, I look crazy afterwards, but if I just calm it down and spritz a little, it's perfect again. So I really like this, especially for if I'm doing like that tousled look of beachy waves, going for it. And it's so much easier than having to curl my hair and all the great directions and smooth my hair, and then I end up like turning my head to the side in a video and I see like where I missed something. So this is just like, I mean, you don't know where it stops and where it starts. So I love this stuff, and this is like a smaller size. This is the 1.7 fluid ounces. Is this the smallest size or is this the full size? I'm not quite sure. I thought it was like a smaller travel size, but maybe this is the size of it. Anyways, I use this all the time, and look, I just have so much product. So definitely worth it in my opinion to purchase this. Okay, let's talk lips. Now I have pulled out this lip liner because my Too Faced beloved Too Faced Perfect Nude lip liner is going like gone for good. It's being discontinued. I mean, I really can't talk about it right now because it's really raw for me, but I don't know why that liner is being discontinued, because they like seriously nailed it with that. But I had to look elsewhere, so I started looking in my collection for other products that maybe could take the place, and I remembered how much I love. This is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Your Lips But Better Waterproof Nude Lip Liner Stain. This thing will stay on your lips all day long. This, for real though, like I'm not even like, oh, this is gonna stay. This is going to stay for the whole day. So it's great because, especially if you're wearing a nude lip, like this cheats your lip line perfectly like the Too Faced one does, which is the reason that I really love it. Charlotte Tilbury has a liner that cheats your lip line too. But this shade is just, it's so beautiful, and it just stays. It has collagen, peptides, hyaluronic acid, shea butter, argan, jojoba, and avocado oil. So obviously it's hydrating. It's a twist up, which I also appreciate too. I like them to be twist ups. I don't like to be sharpening. Did I say the color? This is Nude Light Medium. It does have a sharpener on the other end if you do want to sharpen the top. But this is one of the most perfect pink light nude shades besides my beloved. I wonder, do I have that liner in here that I can compare? You see how perfect that color is? It's just such a great color for every day. If you're looking for some really great liner that's going to glide on, it doesn't pull on your lips, it just glides on so beautifully, feels super comfortable on your lips, but yet is almost like tacky enough to kind of stay there. It doesn't smear everywhere. You're gonna get a good, you're not gonna have to kind of go like, oh man, I kind of messed up over there and over there. It's like a great consistency or veracity. Like, how do you say that word? You know what I'm talking about? Just a good consistency, and it gets right on your lips beautifully, and the color is just like perfect. Perfect for that everyday, all day nude lip that you want. If you filled your lips in with this and just like went on with some gloss, that would be like the perfect, because it's literally gonna stay all day for you. Okay, I love to top my lipsticks with this basically every single day. I've talked about this before. This is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker. Play on words. So this is the XXL one. This is a lip plumper that it's clear, but it is going to like buzz your lips. Like your lips are gonna be like zzz. That's what it feels like. I'm used to it because I've been using this for a really long time, but I even remember even when I first tried it, I was like, now that's a lip plumper for ya. This doesn't burn like I feel like the Too Faced ones do. The Too Faced ones have this type of burning. I like lip plumpers, so I don't mind this sensation. But the Too Faced lip plumpers have this sensation that you're like, that hurts a little bit. Is it gonna get better? Like hopefully oh, it's better, it's better, it's better. This is more like tingle, 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 buzz, buzz, buzz. Like it's a feeling that I chase because it feels like it's working. And that's what I love about it. And it just makes your lips feel like super juicy. So I use this like on its own just for like a clear, but I also use it to like top off any of my lips, and it just makes your lips, since it is clear, it makes your lips feel juicier. And since it has that plumper in it, I feel like, I don't know if the plumper works. I like the feeling though. So I'm just going to say that. I use it every single day. So Soap & Glory, you can find it on Ulta's website. I'm going to try and link it down below. Okay, let's talk about a product I did not like. I thought this was a major fail for me this month. The new Urban Decay primers. This is the De-Slick Primer, Complexion Primer, Shine Control, Pore Minimizing, and Mattifying. Urban Decay did send me a few of the primers to try out, and I tried out this one first out of the batch that they sent me, and I was really curious as to how it was because I kind of saw a bunch of influencers getting them and then I never heard anything about them. So I'm like, where is everybody at though? Like, didn't anyone want to talk about these? So I applied this in a video, and like I said, I deleted the footage because it was so horrible. But it instantly mattifies. So you rub it in and it instantly mattifies. I waited the proper amount of time before applying a product on top of this. I mean, it's like literally like sticky at first. It is a very strong matteness to it. So if you have oily skin, maybe it's because I don't have the oily skin required for this primer. But anyways, I wanted matte skin, but I mean, this is super matte. That's not my problem with it though. That's just an observation that I'm letting you know. So I let it dry the appropriate amount of time on my skin. And then I went in with a foundation, and as I started to rub the foundation or buff the foundation into my skin, this primer literally started to peel up onto my skin and ball up and mix in with my foundation, where it was so like lumpy and weird that I had to just take all of my makeup off and start over again. And I was like, what just happened though? I should have included the clip in the footage. I wonder if I still have the clip. If I do, you know what, I'll include it in this video. But I didn't want that video because I was trying to make it shorter. It was in collaboration with someone, and I didn't want to have the video be too long if it was like people for the first time. They're like, well, who's this chick? She talks too much. So I didn't include the footage, but this primer was just not for me. Like I said, maybe I don't have the skin required to the degree that it needed to like be absorbing those oils. So maybe it was just like totally just sitting right on top of my skin still. But I just found that it did not set well on my face for products to go on top of it. It just kind of peeled up. So anyways, that was just a fail for me. Let me see. This month, for my weight loss journey, I'll do like a slight update. You know what? It's kind of slowing down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really staying on the Weight Watchers plan. I'm a good little pony. Like, I don't cheat. I don't use my weekly points. I stay within my daily points, and I drink a ton of water. I eat the right things, but it's just kind of slowed down a little bit. Now I've lost 12 pounds total, but only Weight Watchers only like it's showing only 10 pounds, but on my scale, when I'm butt naked and all my boogers have blown out and I've gone to the bathroom, I weigh 12 pounds less than when I started. So I'm gonna go with the 12.2 pounds that I weigh less. But you know what? It's progress, and I know that it's gonna take me well over a year to lose the weight. So, because I have about 110 pounds to lose. So anyways, that's the story on the weight loss. It's kind of slowing down, but you know what? I'm definitely a determined girl in life. I'm always very determined. That's what my dad always said about me, is the one thing I know about you, Laura, is you're determined. You'll figure out a way to do something. And I've applied that determination to my weight loss. So here we go into another month, and I'm hoping for another, my goal is about 2 pounds a week. I think that's realistic, but it's definitely not what I've been hitting, but that's my goal. So you have to have something to aim for. So thank you to all of you who have been following me on that journey. I don't know why my arm popped up like on my hip, like I'm fixing to, I don't know, get like into it or something. But that's the story about my weight loss. And if you guys have been following that journey, I really appreciate all the encouragement. I post my weight loss updates every Monday because that's when I weigh in at Weight Watchers. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe below, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.